as New Life Ministries International National Women's Department bursts out with the Gathering of the King's Daughters 17th Annual Conference with the theme, The Empowered Woman. Join the grand opening ceremony Tuesday, October 8th, 5:30 evening. Then from Wednesday, October 9 to Friday the 11th, morning conference going to take place 9 o'clock morning every day, while evening revival go on 5:30 every evening. All this now the Miracle City Crossroad. Be part of the Women of Influence prayer breakfast Saturday, October 12th, at the Golden Tulip King Bima Hotel Aberdeen, 9 o'clock morning. Later the same Saturday, October 12th, 4 o'clock Santem, now the Mother Summit, who said they go on up the true nature of the 21st century mother, the empowered woman. Well, the Grand Thanksgiving service it will be Sunday, October 13, 1:30 Santem. All this going to take place at the Miracle City Crossroad. Receive enlightenment and empowerment from the anointed guest speaker, our Apostle Victoria Agakwa from Ghana. We go minister along the seasoned proven vessels of God, the hosts, Bishop and Lady J. Archibald Cole.
I declare by the mandate of God and by the power of the Holy Ghost that God is opening another door for you, a door of breakthrough, a door of blessing, a door of victory, a door that you will be able to enter and possess your possession. That is the word of God for you this morning, that there is another door. Tell your neighbor, say there is another door.
Hello listeners, my name is Reverend Mrs. Irene Cole. I'm the International Women Supervisor of the New Life Ministries International. Our overseer and bishop, the presiding bishop, is Reverend Jonathan Archibald Cole.
I heard that you people are celebrating your National Women's Conference. I want you to start by telling us about the conference.
Well, this year I'll be celebrating our 17th National Women's Conference with the theme, The Empowered Woman. And the conference is tagged the Gathering of the King's Daughters, because we believe that we are daughters of the King, and every time we come together, because we are his favorites, he would always listen to us. So when the King's daughters gather together, we are favored. And so whatever petition we bring to the King would always answer us and give us our requests. This year the celebration starts with pre-conference activities, and we started off with feeding the beggars, and then we also did the feeding of the street children. We fed them and then gave them some toiletries that they can manage and use for themselves. And then on Friday we'll be doing the female inmates at the correctional center. We'll be having a breakfast meeting with them. After we've done the breakfast meeting, then we'll give them items that we think women need, and that is like their toiletries, their sanitary pads, cream, soap, powder, Vaseline that they would need just to keep them tidy. And then after we finish that one, on the Friday, the same Friday in the evening, we'll have Praise Festival for the young people. Their own program will start that Friday. We're going to have Praise Festival, quiz competition, and debates for the young people. And then on Sunday, they would have their own conference with the theme, Young and Yielded. So trying to let them know that even though they are young, but they must yield themselves unto the Lord. So that would be their theme for this year's conference. And then on Tuesday, the Women's Conference proper will take off. And on Tuesday, we'll have the grand opening of the Women's Conference. And then on Wednesday morning, we start with our morning conferences, which is the empowerment conferences. So we'll be looking at entrepreneurship, we're looking at small-scale businesses, we'll be looking at managing and packaging your business, we'll be looking at skills training, we'll be looking at food and nutrition, how to be able to make small foods and be able to sell them. All of this is geared towards helping the woman to be self-reliant. So we'll get them on board. But every day from Tuesday downwards, we'll be having our evening revivals. We would have the evening revivals every evening. And then on Friday, it's a special day for us.
The same Friday.
we would have the morning programs Wednesday and Thursday. That is for the skills training. And then on Friday is a special day. We call it Woman Well Body Day. And so we'll be talking about women's health. Last year we looked at cervical cancer, and we had the team that came and did the pap smear because it was looking prevalent. Every year we look at what is prevalent, and we try to enlighten our women on those conditions so that it would help them. So this year we'll be looking at hepatitis, which we find out is on the rampage, and then we'll be looking at mental illness, controlling the stress level, because a lot of people are stressed out these days about the way things are going. So we'll be looking at stress management and hepatitis in the Woman Well Body Day. We have people who come and they'll do the test for the hepatitis to be sure you know if you have it, and then look at the signs and symptoms, what you're supposed to look for, so that you know when you have hepatitis, and don't confuse hepatitis for malaria or typhoid fever. And then after that, on Friday, on Saturday morning, we'll have the prayer breakfast at Golden Tulip, where we'll be bringing our husbands as our special guests. And then in the evening that same Saturday, we'll be having the Mothers Summit, where the mothers gather together to pray for their children. And when we're coming for the Mothers Summit, every mother would wear white. That is to say, we are appearing before God in purity to talk to God about the children that He's given us, because we believe children are a gift from the Lord. And so we want to come back to Him to talk to Him about these children that He has given us. And every mother is expected to come with a lapa or a wrapper to bring it, because we believe that's the first contact the child makes when the child comes into planet Earth. So we want to bring it as a contact point to remind God that when you gave us, if somebody came and said there was joy around us for giving back to that child, but there are some things that are changing, and we want the master, the king, to know about it and to help us to handle it. So as the king's daughters, when we gather together, we want to not only bring our children, but make sure our husbands also are covered. And so on Saturday we'll be having the Mother's Summit, and then on Sunday we'll have a grand finale, which is the Thanksgiving service, where all the different churches who came would have their own attire, and we'll see them looking very colorful to make sure that everybody knows that we're coming from different places. But this year is going to be very unique and very special, because this year, because of the theme, the empowered woman, we're bringing 550 women from the provinces to come and be empowered, so that they can return back to their different areas and be able to stand for themselves. So this year it promises to be glorious, it promises to be unique. And so we are asking that if you're a woman and you're hearing my voice, that you make a date with the Lord in this gathering of the King's daughters. You are a woman, you are a daughter of the King. So come and join us as we gather together and make things right. We want to be empowered because we don't want to be a liability. We want to be empowered because we want to help our husbands. Remember that when the woman was first introduced in the Garden of Eden, she was introduced with her assignment. The Lord said to them, she shall be an helpmeet unto you. And so she is an helpmeet. You are an helpmeet. And the only way you can help somebody is when you are strong enough to help the person. So if you are an helpmeet to your husband, it means you must be able to help him some way, somehow. So come and be empowered, so that you can be able to fulfill your assignment that God has given you. Okay. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, because I know it's going to be glorious.
Okay. I want to know the impact all this will be on the women.
Well, if we're looking at the empowered woman, obviously, like I said, we want every woman to be self-reliant. So there are many women who believe that everything you need must be given to you by a man or by somebody. And so we're saying to ourselves that you don't need to have somebody give you everything. You too can have your own. You can be able to walk and be able to do things properly. And then you can be able to make ends meet. You can be able to have your own business. You can be able to have your own company. You can be able to have your own small scale business and be able to be that person that is productive. And so we believe that spiritually you can grow, and physically you can also make impacts.
And where is the church in all this?
Well, for us to be able to do all of what we're doing, it means we've been given a platform. And that is where we want to be grateful to God for the father in the house, His Grace Bishop J. Archibald, who is a presiding bishop and the founder of this ministry. He's giving us, the King's daughters, a platform, a place that we can showcase our abilities and the giftings that God has given us. And in all of this, the church is very supportive, because the men do come in And the church, the young people too, are around to help us to make sure things are going on, because we believe we're a family. So what the women are doing, the men are supporting. And so we're grateful for where we find ourselves, because we've been given a platform. So the church is very, very instrumental in making our programs a success. So my message to every woman is that, please, if you're hearing my voice wherever you are, please make a date with this gathering of the King's Daughters from the 8th to the 13th of October. It promises to be glorious. The morning conferences will be at 9 in the morning, and the evening revivals will be at 5:30 every evening, with the exception of the Mother Summit that starts at 4 on Saturday. All the other programs will be held at the Miracle City New Life Ministries at Ross Road. At 1:30, we'll have a grand Thanksgiving service, thanking God for everything that He has done. Hope to see you all there, and God bless you.
As New Life Ministries International National Women's Department bursts out with the gathering of the King's Daughters 17th Annual Conference with the theme, The Empowered Woman. Join the grand opening ceremony Tuesday, October 8th, 5:30 evening. Then from Wednesday, October 9 to Friday the 11th, morning conference going to take place 9 o'clock morning every day, while evening revival go on 5:30 every evening. All this na the Miracle City Ross Road. Be part of the Women of Influence prayer breakfast Saturday, October 12th, na the Golden Tulip Kimbima Hotel Aberdeen, 9 o'clock morning. Later the same Saturday, October 12th, 4 o'clock Santem, na the Mother Summit, who said go on up the true nature of the 21st century mother, the empowered woman. Well, the grand Thanksgiving service it will be Sunday, October 13, 1:30 Santem. All this will take place at the Miracle City Ross Road. Receive enlightenment and empowerment from the anointed guest speaker, our Apostle Victoria Agakwa from Ghana. We will minister along the seasoned proven vessels of God, the hosts, Bishop and Lady J. Archibald Cole.
I declare by the mandate of God and by the power of the Holy Ghost that God is opening another door for you, a door of breakthrough, a door of blessing, a door of victory, a door that you will be able to enter and possess your possession. That is the word of God for you this morning, that there is another door. Tell your neighbor, say there is another door.